You remember that time when you were younger and you would always fake being sick just to stay home from school? It was pretty fun for a day, but now since this whole pandemic started, you'll do anything to go back in time just to be able to go outside and spend time with friends and have everything back to normal. Plus, even make you want to go back to school. Well, this is the kind of situation the whole entire world is at right now. You'll like it because you get to stay home, study online, work, watch YouTube videos, and watch movies on Netflix.
In the situations like this, it's quite difficult for trains and subways to function because everyone's very afraid to go out and get on the train.
On the train, they're still having people travel to New York City during COVID-19. However, very few people come out to use the train. If you compare it from before and at present that people travel in the city, currently there are about 10% through 20% of people who are still traveling. The atmosphere and the environment of New York City today has changed a lot. So when you're out on the street of the city, you can definitely tell that there are less people. If you just arrived in New York City and had no idea about coronavirus, I can easily tell that something is up and that weird attention, no one gets close to each other, and that they are a lot quieter than they normally are. From the early situation of COVID-19 outbreak, every restaurant in New York City has closed. New York City is living in strange moments in time, balancing what you see and sign of trouble ahead. The good New Yorker are out again, dining in temporary outdoor. The bad indoor dining remained closed since March to help the second wave of virus to calm down. Some restaurants, such as Japanese restaurants or any restaurants, are closed for dining, but still open for takeout. However, from what I experienced myself, everyone must do a social distance to stand 6 feet away. Sometimes you even have to wait a long line to get the order of your food. A shopping mall in New York City was affected from the very beginning. There were barely people shopping during the pandemic, but since now people have started to go shopping again, everything is returning back to normal as well. Lots of stores will allow customers to stand online or even have the option to wait outside to be called into the stores, because they wouldn't allow no more than 15 people inside the store. The reason why these stores are doing this is because they want people to social distance from each other and prevent crowded spaces. Some stores have the option to drive by and pick up orders instead of avoiding contact with people. At present, anyone can go see a doctor but must follow the new normal pattern. Everyone must wear a mask to see the doctor and can walk in no more than 3 people at a time. Everyone must stand 6 feet apart and at a size that required an elevator you can enter and lift with a maximum of 4 people in order to social distance. While sitting and waiting to see the doctor, everyone must be seated in rows and spaced between 5 to 6 feet apart. Today, although the number of people with COVID-19 is high in New York, but everyone has started to defend themselves and realize that being safe and keeping a distance from crowded places and wearing masks almost everywhere can help prevent getting the virus. Even though we were affected by COVID-19 in the second wave, I believe everyone around this time will be able to understand on what will happen if it continues rising the numbers of COVID-19 cases.